Hi, this is Ravy, and I'm here with John Zastro.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen Ravy yet. Speculation currently is he was in backstage 10-boxing the entire Pandemic Legion team.
I cannot confirm or deny that. And we're here going to be your commentators for the second half of day one.
So we have, let's see what we have here. It looks like we have a whole lot of Cyclone models over there. We have 2 Sleipnirs, a Claymore, 3 Cyclones, Scimitar, Flycatcher, and Dramiel.
And for lack of imagination, we've got 3 Feroxes, Prophecy, 3 Brutixes, and 3 Cyclones. A lot of battle cruisers. This is a very battle cruiser heavy match all around.
Mm-hmm. Do you think we're going to be seeing a whole lot more of these Cyclones now that
I think we will. Now that they've dropped to 10 points, they're very good value. And the teams are off.
Let's see what's going on here. They are heading towards each other.
The Black Legion team is moving away from the beacon. Looks like they're going to be trying to do a bit of kiting, while the Lack of Imagination team is heading straight at them. I'm seeing mostly ECM drones from the Lack of Imagination team and Valkyries and Warrior 2 damage drones coming from the Black Legion team. Not a lot of damage so far. We're seeing some damage going on to the Cyclone of Bullwhip for Lack of Imagination.
As these ships get closer to each other, we'll start to see the damage piling up. Right now they are continuing to get into range.
Just about every ship on both teams is fit with micro-warp drives, so they can all move fairly quickly. Damage is still coming. It's now moved to a different Cyclone, Lundekar of Lack of Imagination. It looks like the men team is attempting to find which tank is the weakest.
Black Legion are in range now, and the damage is starting to come in. It looks like a Cyclone in Lack of Imagination team is about to start taking armor damage.
And he's very likely shield tank, so he should go down pretty quickly once he gets armor.
And true to form, down he's going.
And we're seeing almost no damage to the Black Legion team. Black Legion is a team that I'm expecting to do very well in this tournament. They've got Uki, who led the Atlas team last year and has led Blanket Men, Atlas, and Green Alliance teams in the past.
First blood goes to Black Legion.
It looks like Black Legion is in pretty strong control of this match at the moment. They probably have damps on the 2 Flycatchers, which is allowing them to reduce the enemy damage when they're keeping range.
One more Lack of Imagination Cyclone going down into Deep Shield, and still not much damage on the Black Legion team. Okay.
We're seeing Uki of Black Legion, the leader of their team, taking some damage, but not a lot right now, and it looks like his Scimitar is keeping him up just fine. While Bullwhip of Lack of Imagination is dropping fast into structure now.
Still very little damage coming on the Black Legion ships. Lack of Imagination loses their 2nd ship now. The Black Legion is firmly in control of this match.
That's something that I'm not entirely surprised by. The Black Legion team has been practicing well. They've been working hard, and with the team that they've got together from the Atlas team that actually came closest of any team to beating PL last year, that's going to be a strong team to contend with.
Seems like Black Legion had a pretty good idea of what they wanted to do with this. They have a pretty tight composition for their team, and I'm not really sure what Lack of Imagination's plan was. Whatever their plan was, it's just not working at all.
We're seeing another Cyclone for Lack of Imagination taking heavy shield damage, as well as one of the Cyclones for Black Legion, which is now just about to enter armor. I think Black Legion's been taking advantage of the fact that the 2 Sleipnirs they have a strong fall-off bonus, letting them keep range and do a lot more damage at that range than the Lack of Imagination team. It's pretty easy to stay out of the range of a Brutix.
Another Cyclone in the Lack of Imagination team now. His shield tank is completely gone. His armor is dropping, and he's going to explode. And he's gone. Now another one down. Black Legion has one of their Cyclones taking damage, but he is getting wrapped up, and he doesn't look like he's in any trouble at all.
It looks like he's been almost entirely saved by that Scimitar after dropping into armor for a very short time.
And damage to Lack of Imagination seems to have stopped for a moment. The ships are quite close. They're still shooting at each other, and now we start to see a Ferox taking damage.
We're seeing, again, a lot of damage coming from those damage drones from the Black Legion team. If we had more smart bombs on the Cyclones earlier, they may have been able to clear those off, but it looks like they didn't.
Yeah, the drones are a significant factor in this one. Another Cyclone on Black Legion starting to take damage, but not fast enough to change the direction that this match is going.
And meanwhile, one of the Ferox is about to drop for Lack of Imagination.
Yeah. And as his shields disappear, his armors drop so fast, and he is going to die now. He's dead.
I'm predicting Black Legion will make it out of their bracket quite easily, and we'll see a lot of them over the next couple weekends.
At this point in time, the only question is if Black Legion is going to lose any ships at all, and I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, if Lack of Imagination wants to get any points here, they're going to probably have to go for one of those flycatchers, but they should be well out of range at this point.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty tough for Lack of Imagination to do anything if they can't get any points at all in this match.
And we have another Brutix of theirs dropping pretty quickly.
Yep. Still, the only real damage showing on the Black Legion side is one of their Cyclones is pretty low in shield, but he's successfully holding his tank there, and his shield is going up, so he's not in any trouble.
Yeah, it'll be interesting seeing how long it takes that Prophecy to go down. It should have the strongest tank on the team. But by the time it's the last ship left, they won't be able to do any damage to the Black Legion team.
Yeah, so it's just a matter of time as Lack of Imagination slowly bleeds out here. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the match. I think that every single one of those Lack of Imagination ships will be dead.
Yeah, I don't think Black Legion's going to have any trouble finishing off the opposing team in the time remaining. We are seeing some target painters coming in, it looks like, from the Cyclone to the Ferox.
So what do you think about this battlecruiser team that Lack of Imagination has? What was their idea there?
Well, battlecruisers will get you a lot for the points, now that they've been dropped to 10 this year. But the problem is you don't get a lot of the effective, strong sensor strength E-war ships that you would get from recons. Mm-hmm. And you have ships that are quite vulnerable. They can die very easily.
They brought some ships that I don't usually see. I like to see Feroxes. It's something that is not around too often, but it just doesn't seem like they were able to do any kind of DPS to the Black Legion team.
Yeah, they've got a nice set of DPS up close, and they've got good tanks, but they're too slow and their tap's a bit weak.
Yeah. Do you think they would have been better off if they did something more similar to what Black Legion did and brought a whole bunch of Mimitar battlecruisers?
I think that probably would have helped, having the Sleipnirs in. Also, having a Scimitar is something that's really helped Black Legion because they've been able to save all of their ships so far.
Yeah, it looks like Black Legion also brought a couple of Flycatchers. What do you think their plan was there?
That's going to be damp support. They'll have full racks of damps, which is why they were able to pull range at the beginning and reduce the damage coming in.
That's Shedu's famous mid-slot comment. It is nice to have the extras there.
And then with the Dramiel to hold back some of the higher DPS ships like the Brutixes, you can essentially pick them off one by one as they move in while you're controlling range.
I think for the points, I really like interdictors for the Alliance tournament. I think you get a lot of value for their low points.
And mostly you're going to be seeing the Flycatchers used as damp ships and other E-war, like tracking disruptors. And the Sabres can be used either for E-war or just as pure damage, because they do a lot of damage for the points.
And Lack of Imagination is down to 2 ships left, just a Ferox and a Prophecy. Black Legion still taking almost no damage. They're just cleaning up what's left here.
Interesting to see that this Prophecy is laser fit. I would have been expecting we're going to see quite a few autocannon Prophecies over the next couple days.
Yeah, autocannons do seem to be one of the preferred weapons of the Alliance tournament, as most of these people are flying Mimitar. But hey, you know, even if you're not flying Mimitar, it's still
that Prophecy has finally switched to the Scimitar, which they probably should have switched to earlier if they could have gotten in range. But there's no way that he's going to be able to take it down before the match ends.
2 minutes left here. Black Legion just finishing off the last Lack of Imagination ship as Prophecy. This is, I believe, the most one-sided of the matches that have happened today.
Except for maybe PLs.
Well, it's PL.
And we now see the Prophecy dropping to about 20% armor. He did have a stronger tank than the rest of his fellow shipmates, but that's not going to help when you're facing an entire 10-ship setup all by yourself.
Yep, and the Prophecy is down, and that will end our match. Black Legion did not lose a single ship, and Lack of Imagination lost every last one.